Good morning, everybody. How you doing so far? Today is day 9 of our challenge, and it's also Easter. So happy Easter to all of you. It's not a normal one. We can't be with our friends and family and share our meal, but next year we'll make up for that. Call somebody on the phone and say happy Easter. Today we're doing a 3-part ab challenge. 3 exercises, hopefully back to back. But again, you'll decide that as we go along. The exercises are the 100, your roll-up, and lemon twists. So as usual, I'm going to provide you different variations for different levels so that you can work at the level that is best suited for you. Props would be either a small ball for the 100. If you're doing the 100 from above, you can put the small ball behind your back or between the knees. You could use hand weights for your roll-up if you want to do that, or a weight for your lemon twists. You don't need any props. Oh, and you can also use a flexi band for your roll-up, so I'll show that one as well. So it's a lot of every little prop. So first with the 100, we're going to start that either from above, which is sitting upright. Again, as I've said, either with the little ball behind your back, where you would tuck under and press your lower back into the ball. Remember, when we're going into the 100 from above, as you tuck the pelvis under, you're not to let the shoulders round forward and the head drop. You want to keep the shoulders stabilized and the head perched right over your shoulders. You're working your lower abs. I will go through, and I'll probably start like this, but then I'll go through a couple of different variations as we go along. You do not need to move along with me, just stay again at a level that you're comfortable with. If you're doing the 100 from the floor, you would start on your back, legs up at tabletop, and then come up into the 100. And if you want to challenge yourself more, you can do lower and lift with your legs. I may not get that far with you, but you know that you can do that. The 100. From there, we're going to come up, round forward, take a breath, get a stretch into our upper back, and stack the spine up, and then we'll set ourselves up for the roll-up. And again, I'll give you a variation. If you're not rolling all the way up from the mat, then you would do your half roll back and rounding back just as far as you can go without your feet leaving the mat, and again stabilizing your cervical and your shoulders. When we finish that, again we'll stretch through the upper back, and then we'll stack up nice and tall and get our prop ready for lemon twists. So the 100 will be a full 100. Your roll up will work through 10 of those, and if you're doing your half roll back, you can either half roll back and just hold it for a second or two and come up, or you may end up doing a few more while I go through the whole 10 roll up. When we get to the lemon twists, I'm going to do 20 on each side. I'm just going to do one set today because we're combining these 3 exercises. So get your water bottle near you if you want to have a quick sip while you're stretching in between each exercise, and we'll get started. So again, I'm going to start with a small ball behind my lower back. Those of you working from the floor, you'll be lying down on your back with your legs at tabletop. Get a good breath and exhale as you tuck under and pull in those abs, or you just come up from the mat, extending the legs straight out. And pump. Inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 10. Just pulling the lower abs nice and tight. Those of you working from the floor, try to keep your scapula up off the mat. Don't crunch your chin down into your chest either. You want a little bit of space under there. In 2, 4, out 2, 3, 4, 30. In 2, 4, and out 2, 3, 4, 40. In 2, 4, and out 2, 3, 4, 50. In 2, 4, out 2, 3, 4, 60. In 2, 4 and out 2, 3, 4, 70 into 4 and out 2, 3, 4, 80 into 4 out 2, 3, 4, 90 into 4 and out, 2, 3, 4, 100, and roll yourself up, round forward, keep the belly button pulled in, get a nice deep breath into the upper back and expand that rib cage, and stack the spine up nice and tall. So next we're going to do our roll up variations. If you're not doing a full roll up again from the mat, you're going to tuck under and then back up onto your sit bones. You don't need to round forward over the legs every time. And you'll just do those until we're all finished the 10 roll-ups. I'm going to do 2 other variations, and one is with a flexi band under my feet. The second one is with the hand weight for a full straight roll-up. All right, so if you're doing your roll-up from above, you'll sit in that previous position and tuck under and up and do those half round backs. Mosquitoes out here are crazy. Otherwise, get your flexi band around your feet. You're going to get a good breath, legs nice and long and straight and together, shoulder blades stabilized. Get a breath and pull in the lower abs, roll off the sit bones, firing up the glutes the whole way down. Keep the glutes tucked under while you're down there. Get a breath. Pick your head up, round everything forward over the legs, breath into the upper back, stack the spine up nice and tall. And 2, don't let the head drop forward when you start your roll up. And up, and use those abs, and stack. And 3, get a breath, head up, and round forward over the legs, and stack the spine. And 4, reach and forward and stack. And 5, curl it under, keep those hips tucked under, reach forward, get a breath, exhale and stretch and stack. And 6, or this is 7, you know I can never count, and forward and stack. And 8, don't let those weights go too far behind your head. You do not want to strain the shoulders. And up, and 9, reach and stack, and 10, arms forward, head up, and stretch. Get an extra deep breath into your upper back, and stack the spine up nice and tall. We're going to go on to the lemon twist now. Grab a drink of water if you need it. I'm going to use a hand weight. Remember, with your lemon twist from earlier this week, you'll be rolling off the back of your sit bones just a little bit without letting the shoulders round forward or the head drop. You can keep your heels on the mat. Your upper body is going to go one way, the lower body is going to go the other. Remember about keeping that big round ball position with your arms as you do that. You don't want to be squishing that ball and therefore having the arms do more work. You want to keep it in your obliques. You can also do this, feet up off the mat and twist. So go where you need to be. Get a good breath. Exhale. Tuck under, roll off the back of the sit bones. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Twist it out. Try to keep the knees together. 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, twist it, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, good stuff. Round forward. Get a nice stretch, keep the belly button in. Nice deep breath into the upper back. And stack the spine up nice and tall. A little bit of a side stretch. Just up and over and stretch out the side. And back, get a breath. Exhale, up and over. And come on home. For the roll up, some of you have been adding to your own challenge by holding a weight in front of your chest as you roll up. That's a great way to do that as well. So each day now we're going to be combining some exercises just to extend your challenge, also allow you to start building up a little bit more endurance and stamina while you do your exercises. Some of these are going to involve isometric positions, meaning you'll go into a position and hold it. Isometrics are a great way to build your endurance and stamina as well. So go ahead and get started with day 9. Good luck.